Good morning, welcome to a morning review on Friday the 17th of October. This is Kim Watson speaking for Easy Trader. Okay, looking at the pound dollar first, and as you can see yesterday we ended up with quite a reasonably solid up day, which is suggesting, in fact it's left us with a sort of a daily pivot swing there, which could suggest some further upside as we run through the day. Looking at the day from a hourly point of view, we've got sort of quite a bit of consolidation where we are. We're pushing up at the moment. We do have the daily pivot below us at 160.36, which has a reasonable probability of being hit, so I'm very aware of that, but at the moment it's pushing up quite well. There is a key sort of support level that sort of sits across. There's a key support level has been sitting across the lows there. Now if that gets taken out to the downside, I think it could be quite an easy route down towards that daily pivot at 160.37. If we continue up as we are at the moment, I wouldn't be surprised if we run into this Asian session highs and maybe even pushing back towards that 161.25 area where we've seen quite a bit of resistance in the past. At the moment, as it's quite consolidated at the moment, as I say, if we break up the lows, test the pivot, if it tests the pivot, it was still in its upward moves, higher lows, it could still push up higher. It is quite a mess, and for quite long periods yesterday was a significant mess and quite tricky to trade until it started breaking out of the highs, and it's now sort of putting more of a directional move. Now, euro dollar, let's have a look at the higher time frames here. Still got some reasonably positive momentum as we're running up into these highs. Yesterday, hanging man, not the most bullish of candles, bit of a funny old day really overall. Again, it was drift and chop for quite long periods. We are getting ever closer to that daily 100 now, daily 50 rather. Now it's a long time since that's been hit, so there's a possibility if we did get a push up this morning or during today, and it continues this sort of route up, that would be sort of a next target, and it's perfectly achievable in a single day if it does get a run for it. So would be a decent target to be looking for. There is also, if you're looking at it in terms of waiting for a break, there's a bit of a trend line that's running across here, so if you're looking for the upside, that could easily push up as soon as it breaks that. Well, I'm sure the long side would be easy to trade. Looking at the short-term time frames, well, it's been consolidating quite a bit, just as cable has. It does have its daily pivot just below at 127.85, so it could be a downside target. We could also, if it does break that and starts running back down, we could test that 50 again, although the bounce off it yesterday it's already been tested, so any break of that would just possibly see us come back in and see an inside day, pretty much like what we've had yesterday, so could end up with just another inside day. There's very little in the way of news coming out today that will drive these two currencies. There's some good news from good news in terms of tradable news in Canada, with the CPI coming out at 130. Aside of that, not a lot else here. I say not a lot else. The consumer sentiment in the US at 255, not something I would normally trade. It gives very little movement as standard, but you never know, that could create something. And we got Yellen speaking at 1:30 as well, so there is a possibility anything like that may just create a bit of volatility in this current market. Okay, that's it for me. Have a great day. Bye for now.